Coming up this week, we're going to go out and do a sea trial on the water with this brand new Intrepid 40-foot power boat. And in addition to that, we're going to take you to their plant and show you what's different about the Intrepids and why you might want to consider one. All of that and more dead ahead on Pleasure Boater. Welcome aboard another edition of Pleasure Boater. You see three 300 horsepower Yamaha outboard four-stroke engines on this 40-foot Intrepid. Hello again, everyone. I'm Captain Ted Jones. For the next 30 minutes, we're going to teach you all about Intrepid, and we're going to talk right now to Mark Beaver, who is going to take us out for a little ride on this boat. Boy, a little cold down here, though, unseasonable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little chilly here today. A little windy. Seas are about 10 to 15 feet, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, it should be, to say the very least. Back here in back, what do we have?
Right here we have our fiberglass folding bench seat that we actually make in-house. What's nice about it is it actually unfolds to make a full-length bench seat, and it folds up so you can actually use it as a fishing platform, and your feet fit underneath of it, so it folds up nice and convenient.
Yeah, because this is basically like a center console fishing boat. That'd be the main purpose.
It is, but you can actually tailor it to do whatever you would like to do with it. Fishing, diving. It's got the forward seating forward, and you unfold the rear seat, and you can do a multitude of different things with it.
Well, we got some live wells back here?
Yes. Back here we have a 40-gallon live well in the center, and these three back hatches are actually access to all of the rigging that goes into the boat. And then you have a large 100-gallon fish box insulated on this side that's macerated, so you can keep your ice and your fish in there when you do go fishing. And then on this side we have our trademark fold-out diving door. Actually, the ladder is built into the back side of it.
Now take a look up here at the center console. Obviously you've got the digital engine monitors, and then the rest of it is put in whatever you need, huh?
The rest of it's carte blanche. You can actually tailor it any way that you would like. We even have a custom console layout option that lets you place the gauges and controls and switches wherever you would like.
And underneath this front seat?
Well, here you have an insulated cooler that drains overboard.
All right.
And then you just push this button, and inside is a full stand-up head with a shower. It has a sink and vanity also inside.
Take a look at the bow of the boat with the beautiful cushions, and I see some more hatches here, Mark.
Here you have a center 200-gallon fish box that's all insulated, and forward of that is access to your bow thruster compartment.
Why do we have these slots right here in the floor?
That is for our new design of our forward seating. What these do is you push a button, and these electrically close to make a center coffin box and a sun pad.
40 foot, right? What's the beam on it?
The beam is 11 foot 2 inches.
And what kind of draft do we have?
24 inches.
No, get us no way.
With engines up. With engines down, it's about 36 inches.
That's incredible.
It is. It's a great island hopper.
Yeah, really, it would be fantastic. And the biggest thing with all Intrepids, nothing but outboards. Why?
Outboards just make a lot more sense. Serviceability, they sit longer, there's less moving parts.
Hey, let's go for a boat ride. Okay, we're just idling along here in the ICW. I was surprised how quiet those outboards are.
Yeah, the new four-stroke technology is very quiet. Everybody's used to the old two-strokes where they rattle and shake and everything. All the new four-strokes are super quiet now.
And we're at low tide right now. Got a wind that's kind of blown us shallow. I'm glad we've only got about 2 feet of draft.
Pretty much, it's shallow in this channel right now. We're running a little bit of engine trim and just getting out to the North Bay to start conducting our sea trial runs.
Okay, Mark, who's our captain today?
Our captain today is Walt Putman. Walt's been with the company almost as long as I have.
All right, well, we're looking right here to gauge. Tell us what we're seeing.
Well, you've got a speed and fuel gauge here. The top line is miles per hour, and then I've got fuel. You see 2 bars because I've got 2 tanks. Flow in gallons per hour, and then economy, your miles per gallon. And then you've got several other pages that give you more information, trip, the total fuel that you've burned, other things that you can plan while you're doing a trip.
And all that comes as part of the Yamaha package, right?
Yes, it's all part of the package.
And then we have 3 tachometers here.
Correct.
1 for each engine.
Correct.
Now, I had a question earlier. When you have 3 engines and you've got 2 separate engine controls, what does the third one do?
The center engine lays idle until both levers are in either all forward or all reverse. Until you engage those in both the same forward and the same reverse, the center engine stays idle at the point to where it engages when the other 2 engines engages. So,
Okay, and this is fly-by-wire, electronic.
everything is wire.
All right, Captain, we're going to bring her up on plane right now. Very smooth.
And quiet, too. Small transition. You didn't lose line of sight. It's a good boat.
No, you didn't.
That's because of the step hull and the transition point. Due to this offset in the hull, it actually generates stern lift, lifts the whole boat up while you're coming on plane, and it maintains the running attitude when you're up on plane.
And it's pretty smooth. I mean, it's rough out there right now.
Absolutely. With this hull design, we're able to carry a lot of dead rise forward, which really smooths the ride out.
What kind of speed are we achieving, Captain?
Should be right around 38 miles an hour. The hull likes that speed. We're turning about 4,000 RPMs. Again, that's right about where the hull likes to cruise.
Plus, you have a little better fuel economy.
Correct, yeah. We're real close to our most efficient spot at this speed.
One of the things that we try to engineer is something that doesn't intimidate anybody that drives it. Basically, you can take this boat without even trimming the engines or anything and just run it. Just drive it. Everything we design makes sure that it's going to work for that person without having all of the knowledge of how a trim tab works or how to trim the engine in certain conditions. You don't have to do anything. You just drive it. Anything you do after that makes it a little bit better.
Well, as you can see, this Intrepid is one incredible vessel. Now, how are they built, and what are those secrets to the building we told you about earlier? Well, when we come back, we'll go to Largo to the plant and find out.
Nothing's more precious to a boat owner than a safe and carefree day on the water. Day after day, Intrepid is relentless in the pursuit of quality, reliability, and safety of our custom powerboats. This passion for perfection and our highly personalized customer care has earned us our reputation for the best boat owning experience in the industry. Intrepid's revolutionary transverse stepped hull design delivers an incomparable smooth, dry ride. To learn more about the new Intrepid models from 24 to 47 feet, log on to intrepidpowerboats.com.
Get discount marine items at PleasureBoaterBargains.com. This month, PleasureBoaterBargains.com is featuring dinghies and tenders on sale at well below wholesale prices. These dinghies all have less than 8 hours use as camera boats for the Pleasure Boater TV series. Prices range from $1,500 to $7,500, including motor and trailer. First come, first served. Hurry before they are all gone. Log on to PleasureBoaterBargains.com now.
Welcome back aboard Pleasure Boater. Well, as you can see, we moved inside the plant here at Intrepid in Largo, Florida. Ken, let's talk a little bit about what's going on here. This is a 32-footer?
Yes, this is. What we do here at Intrepid Powerboats is we do all our own tooling, which consists of building a plug, which is the first stage of any kind of mold build, which is basically what you're trying to do is make a replica of the part that you want to build. So we need to bring this deck, in this particular case, to exactly what we're trying to reproduce. Once we get done with the plug, we'll build a mold off of that, and that's what's happening to the hull that's behind you.
All right, now I see some wood over there, and that's just the plug. That's not going to happen in the boat.
Correct. That's just for our tooling purposes. We use wood, fiberglass, Bondo, whatever we can to shape, to give us what that mold is going to look like.
Yeah, something like they do when they build a car.
Exactly. Same kind of tooling work done there as well.
And this is Bondo right here, and I can see you got some craftsmen in here, don't you?
Yeah, we really do. Every one of these people in here that work in our tooling department are artists. You know, you really have to be an artist to do this kind of detail work.
All right, and this is going to be a center console. That looks like that's already been built.
Yeah, that's basically a part that's pre-existing that we're using as a mock-up.
This edition of Pleasure Boater brought to you in part by Intrepid Powerboats. One of a kind, one at a time. By Max Bait Tray Systems. Maximum bait, minimum space. And by The Fishing Butler. Keeping your fishing rods organized.
And this is the next step right here of that. Is that the same 32?
Yes, it is. This is what happens after you get past the last stage that you saw with the deck. That is what we call plug stage, and this is where we go into making the mold. Right now what we're doing is we're stacking layer upon layer of fiberglass to actually build the mold that's on top of the plug. Once we get to a certain thickness of fiberglass, we'll then frame this part, and then we'll pull it, and we'll be able to build all our future hulls from that mold itself.
Yeah, this is a brand new mold. I mean, you haven't had this before because this is very different back here in the transom.
Yeah, this is a big change between that, the hull bottom, performance. We've done a lot of different changes. This is going to be a model that's going to be coming out in the future.
Yeah, and I like, boy, a lot of dead rise. This boat's going to get up on top and go.
Yeah, with outboard power getting heavier and people wanting to go faster and put more power on the back, we've made sure that we compensated for it.
And, of course, all Intrepids have outboards.
Every one of them. That's the only way to go.
All right, now, Ken, I noticed you're not using a chopper here. He's hand rolling. I mean, this is just a mold.
Yeah, even for molds, any of our parts, we don't even own a chopper gun. We only do hand layup one layer at a time.
Even for a mold?
Even for a mold. There's no substitute.
That's pretty impressive. And the next thing we're going to do is actually build the hull using the mold.
Yeah, basically the next step after the hull mold is built is it comes over to production. It's been framed so we can turn and pivot so we can work with it easier, and the resin will not build will pull up and build hot spots. And this is the first process right now. It's been gel coated, and they're doing the skin right now by hand, one layer at a time.
Yeah, 6 guys right there, and you're right, they're rolling it on by hand. Why is it red or pink?
Red is because of the catalyst that we use. It's methyl ethyl ketone, and that's how you're able to really judge how much catalyst is in it.
Wow. And right up here, I see, what is this right up here at the top?
That is a dive door insert. Anytime we do a dive door in the side of a boat, we tool that right into the hull so it's part of the structure when it comes out.
Yeah, and this is the hull just like we had out on the water earlier.
Correct. This is the 400. We build 2 different models out of this one hull mold. We build the open and the cutty.
Now, you know, a lot of people use FLIR on their boat for navigation purposes. But guess what? Here at Intrepid, they found another use for that. We'll tell you about that after we return.
Nothing's more precious to a boat owner than a safe and carefree day on the water. Day after day, Intrepid is relentless in the pursuit of quality, reliability, and safety of our custom powerboats. This passion for perfection and our highly personalized customer care has earned us our reputation for the best boat owning experience in the industry. Intrepid's revolutionary transverse stepped hull design delivers an incomparable smooth, dry ride. To learn more about the new Intrepid models from 24 to 47 feet, log on to intrepidpowerboats.com. Finally, the world's first marine handheld power barnacle remover. A blade so powerful it cleans barnacles effortlessly. With interchangeable blades, the Wave Blade can remove calcium deposits easily. This lightweight, low-maintenance tool will save time, money, effort, and will not damage your bottom paint. It operates on safe 12 volts and is watertight to 15-foot depth. It works on fiberglass, wood, and steel hulls. Do it yourself and save lift or diver fees. Find out more at waveblade.com. Safety Sentry manufactures and distributes a line of hitch locking safety devices that prevent trailers of all kinds from being disengaged from the towing vehicle. Safety Sentry is unmatched in the marketplace in that it works even if the coupler fails or becomes unlatched by enclosing the coupler and keeping it firmly seated on the ball. To prevent theft while the vehicle and trailer are left unattended, a locking device is also included. Safety Sentry products require absolutely no modifications to trailers and will work on all standard trailer hitches. Check it out at safetysentrync.com.
Get discount marine items at PleasureBoaterBargains.com. This month, PleasureBoaterBargains.com is featuring dinghies and tenders on sale at well below wholesale prices. These dinghies all have less than 8 hours use as camera boats for the Pleasure Boater TV series. Prices range from $1,500 to $7,500, including motor and trailer. First come, first served. Hurry before they are all gone. Log on to PleasureBoaterBargains.com now.